The biggest mistake people make is they phone the wrong person. They phone the easiest person to call rather than the person they actually need to talk to. So they try and explain what they want to the receptionist rather than saying to the receptionist, hey, this is who I need to talk to, please put me through. And so we need to make sure, are we even in the right arena with the person that we're calling? Are we phoning someone who we think would be easy to sell to rather than someone who it might be a little bit more difficult to convince them, but they'll buy a lot more product? So are you even calling the right person? The next thing is then the very practical steps of chunking it down to, well, first of all, I'm going to research their number. I'm going to make sure I've got the right phone number. I'm going to spend 2 minutes on the internet. I'm going to find that number. Then the next thing is I'm going to schedule a time that I'm going to call so I can make sure that I'm relaxed, I'm ready, I'm all powered up. So you actually write it into your diary. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to phone this person. And it's much easier then to make the call because you're not saying, oh, I'll do it later, because this is the time to make that call. The next thing is this. Don't try and control every aspect of it. Know what your first couple of lines are going to be, and then realize that it's a conversation. They're going to join in. So it's not just a big performance that you have to give. It's just, hello, this is who I am, this is why I'm calling. And once you have that ready, even written out on a piece of paper in front of you, it's much easier to go ahead and make that call. And then the next part of it is to really listen to the other person. Because again, we're kind of like in performance mode and we forget to listen. Listen to what it is they're saying. Are they saying that this isn't a good time to be talking? Do they sound busy? A lot of people take it as a rejection. Oh, they don't want to talk to me. They don't want to buy my product. But in fact, all they've said is, I'm busy right now. So really listen to what it is that they're saying and record it. And then make a plan for what is the next step. Is the next step to find somebody else? Is the next step to call them back, to send them something? So when we see that a phone call is in fact made up of all these different steps and all these different decisions, and we take time and we relax into it and we plan the phone call, then we find that not only does that phone call get made, it gets made in a very laid back, energized, magnetic kind of way, rather than the kind of like, hi, oh yes, I'm calling you, that kind of way that we're all familiar with that feeling, right? So have fun today designing your calls, making sure that they're the right calls for you to be making to live your extraordinary life. And then recording what's the next step, what is it we need to do after this particular call. I'll talk to you very soon, and until then, stay curious, stay loving, and stay in the game.